Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Kick Off Discussion podcast. Well, the UEFA Nations League is getting interesting because it's almost in the knockout phase of the competition, and the knockout phase is the most interesting part of the competition. So there are a handful of teams who have already qualified into the quarterfinals of the UEFA Nations League. Teams like Portugal, teams like Spain. Well, Italy, they're still under probability because anything can happen in the last game of the group because France are on 10 points while Italy are on 13 points. So there's a possibility that if France win their last game and Italy lost their last game, France may top the chart, provided if they have like 3 or 4 goals margin in their last games. That's why Italy has not yet qualified for the knockout phase. So if you ask me, I watched Spain game last night, so I am just so delighted that whenever I watch Spain play, Spain are just one of the teams that I enjoy watching their football a lot because I think that country, I think they have a good blueprint for whoever they appoint as their coach because anytime you see any manager being appointed as Spain manager, they have similar playing pattern and they've stuck with that throughout these years. So if you look at how Spain play, it's not really rocket science and it's not really hard for you to understand how they play and how they set up in their game. So yesterday it was a really tough game for them because Denmark put them under immense pressure because it's been a while since I saw Spain struggle in games like that. It's really been a while since I saw Spain struggle in games like that because Spain is just one of a handful of teams that played best football in the world right now. But last night against Denmark, they really struggled. They really struggled a bit because part of the strategy that Denmark came in with into that game was to press Spain aggressively and force them to make mistakes, which really worked for them. However, Denmark could not really capitalize on those errors that they made in that game. But all thanks to Spain's defensive structure and their composure in the back line because anytime Spain loses the ball, every single player are back behind the ball to defend the game, which gives them that much of control and stability in that game against Denmark. And even for the mistake that Fabian Ruiz made with that back pass that Denmark's player pressured the driver before they could get that one goal. I don't think Belgium will have any chance in that game. To be frank, they have a couple of chances in the game, and the driver was up to the task in that game. So that game was just I would say it was just a big test for Spain, and eventually they passed because Spain they are one of the best teams, as I said earlier, in the world of football today. So for me, I think it was a fantastic game last night, and goals scored by Oyarzabal and Ayoze Perez were fantastic goals as well. So big up to Spain. And the knockout phase, this is how the knockout phase is going to work. The knockout phase, you see the 4 leaders in the groups, which is group 1 to 4 from the league, A League. They will be seeded into one pot, and while the runner-up in those groups will be seeded in another pot, and every other team, the first teams will not face any team whom they have faced in the league phase, which is in the group phase of the competition. So it's just a way to make sure that the knockout phase is actually fair and square because if they are to face the same team they are face in the group phase, I don't think it's going to be good enough. But the way they arranged it, I'm quite delighted that will happen. And yesterday, Cristiano Ronaldo also scored 2 goals, which is quite great for him because if Ronaldo is still playing at that highest level and is still scoring so much goal, he scored a fantastic overhead kick yesterday, and that was a brilliant goal. That was a brilliant goal by Ronaldo. He's 39 by the way, and now he's still among the top scorers in this competition. So if Ronaldo is still in the conversation of highest goal scorers in leagues and in all these competitions, I think this guy still has a lot in his tank. Do you understand? He still has a lot in the stands. I think a few days ago he discussed about getting to 1,000 goal and career goals. And I really want to state it explicitly that he will achieve that. He is just putting under probability that he might achieve it and he may not achieve it. But with the rate at which he's going, I think he will surely achieve it before the end of his career. So it's just a fantastic. He has an illustrious career so far, and it was a fantastic night for him yesterday when he scored 2 goals last night. So tonight, Germany will also be playing against Bosnia, which I think will be a big test. I think it will be a big test for them because they are also top of their group with 10 points, and they will be looking to win this game so that they will also be qualified for the knockout phase. So let's just wait and see what Germany will play tonight. So these are just things that I have to discuss in this video. If you are just coming across this video for the very first time, please do like to like and subscribe. And if you are this kind, so much like and all your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in another episode. And bye for now.